Look, say what you want, but this is good TV. And I cover movie and TV shows. So let's get into this whole Porsha debacle.
Don't make me call Porsha.
All right, so we're going to go over three things. The cast of The Real Housewives of Atlanta so far, Porsha's divorce, and we're going to go through Simon's immigration pass is what I'll call it. All right, so right now, the cast for The Real Housewives of Atlanta is Sonya's out. Marlo was not asked to return. Kandi decided not to come back. I think she's taking a little hiatus. We might see her come back in the future. My theory was they hit Kandi up and was like, Kandi, look, we're not going to be able to pay you what we used to pay you. Here's the budget. And Kandi probably said, I don't want to do it no more. Not right now. So Marlo, Kandi, Sonya, out, gone. We know for sure that Porsha is coming back. We think Kenya is coming back. Now, she originally wanted a little bit more money, so now that Kandi is gone, maybe they can increase her salary a little bit. Now, it's rumored that Ming Lee may be a part of the crew. She's essentially an entrepreneur, social media influencer. I think she used to go with Rick Ross at one point, too. So this is all we know for sure. These are the possible people that may be coming back. Only one we know for sure is Porsha. Now, me personally, I want Drew to come back. I want to finish up this storyline between Drew, her husband, and Ty. Like, is Drew going through with the divorce? Did they decide to work it out? Is she now a lesbian? So I want Drew to come back. But based off of the information that we have now, how do y'all feel about this new cast so far for next season of Real Housewives of Atlanta? And Porsha, I hope you come guns loaded, because if Kenya comes back, you already know what time it's going to be. She is about to lay into you. Now, Kenya might actually have a change of heart since she is going through a divorce. Maybe they might be the new freaking frat. Who knows? Now, this whole Porsha divorce situation is very interesting to me because it's kind of like we all knew it eventually was going to come. But on the flip side, they look so happy together. So it's kind of a surprise, but it's kind of not really a surprise. All right, so it's being reported that Porsha filed this divorce under the pretense that the marriage is irretrievably broken, and she ain't trying to fix it at all. Like no reconciliation whatsoever. She does have a prenup, and she wants it fully enforced. And the only thing she is really asking for Simon is she wants him to pay her attorney fees. So she's not trying to take, like, his property. She's not asking for spousal support. All that could change, but that's what the filing says as of Friday when I looked it up. On social media, I see a lot of people saying, oh, this divorce is just a business move. Can't y'all see the play? They're still together. She's just doing this to protect his assets now. I'm a little lost. You know what I'm saying? I'm not an immigration lawyer, but I'm confused on y'all saying this. So maybe y'all got to drop in the comments and explain it to me. Like I'm a 5-year-old. But why is she protecting his assets? They said Simon used to scam back in the day. Everybody's making it seem like he's pretty much on the up and up now. So what assets would she be protecting? Why is everybody thinking the government is all of a sudden about to come after him? Are we expecting some type of criminal or civil charges soon? Because based off of everything that we're reading, they said he used to scam. So that means he might be about to be deported. But when you're deported, there's not a seizure of assets unless those assets were obtained illegally. And if they were obtained illegally, then this divorce ain't helping him secure those assets. Like Porsha can't keep illegal assets. So are y'all under the impression that y'all think it's going to be some criminal charges coming soon? It sounds like he's already paid his debt to society, unless he's been recently doing some funny business. Now, with this whole divorce situation, I think there's 2 or 3 things going on. One, deportation is real. We've already seen someone get deported in the Real Housewives universe, right? So this is a real thing. So I think no matter how she tries to make it look on social media, no matter how beautiful she portrays Africa, if Simon gets deported, she don't want to live in Africa. So she's pretty much like, yeah, I'm out, bro. Like, I'm not about to do that. Another possibility for the divorce is she might simply just not be attracted to him. And you know what? I think it don't have anything to do with what Simon looks like. They have a very large age gap. It seems like she want to be out living life like a city girl. And Simon is like me. Hey, We want to take a nap. I don't want to be out in the club. We don't want to do that no more. I don't want to go to Miami this weekend. Maybe she wants to go to Miami this weekend. So I think there may just be a compatibility issue. I also think, like most people, she probably signed up for some cultural things that she wasn't really aware of. They really didn't know each other long before he proposed to her. And what's that saying? Money can't buy happiness? That's totally true. It seems ever since they've been together, like Porsha's been living this glamorous life of luxury, but sometimes that does not really fill your cup up. Because listen, us Americans, we are spoiled, we are fickle. You can give us steak every single day. Give us steak, give us lobsters, give us seafood every single day. And after a while, we're going to be like, we just don't want to eat this no more. We want to do something different. So I think she's tried to live like the city girl life, the glamorous life with him, and it's just not fun to her anymore. It's really very simple. When you decide to marry someone, if you're marrying them and y'all are not really like cool and locked in and like friends, it's harder to get over those peaks and valleys. So this situation is looking real Jeezy and Jenny Maish to me. It's like y'all haven't even had enough time to really go through the ups and downs to see if y'all can work it out. Like, her and Simon have only been married. It hasn't even been 2 years yet. Same as Jeezy and Jenny Mai. I don't think they made it 2 years. So to wrap it up, I think she's gotten bored. I think there's some cultural differences going on. And just maybe she was caught off guard with his criminal past. Maybe she didn't know nothing about it at all, and she might have found out just like we did. Because sometimes when you're in these relationships with these high-profile or very powerful or successful men, most of the time they feel like they're the leaders, so they're in control of so many aspects of the relationship, financially, morally, emotionally. So while you're sitting home, or while they're sitting home being like these lovely housewives, they have no idea what their husbands be doing outside. They just trust them to go to work, do the right things, bring home the bacon. Let's go to Dubai. Let's go to Maui. So sometimes they be married to people who are doing a bunch of wrong, illegally or morally things, and they have no idea. So she might have just found out about his past the same way we did. And this is not uncommon. Remember, Jeannie Mai said she found out she was being divorced the same way we did. Or hell, they might have had some type of agreement like, yo, we finna get married. I need you to help me get my green card. And when these people just said, nah, we not giving you the green card, maybe Porsha was like, hey, I done did my half of the deal. I'm out. Porsha was like, hey, yo, I ain't moving to Nigeria. I ain't signing up for that. That's not what we agreed to, bro. This is about to be some good TV, y'all. This is going to be a good season. Now, let's run through Simon's history. It's actually quite interesting. So for starters, Simon was born in Nigeria. His dad was like the assistant director of the whole Nigerian prison system. Sir, how your daddy the police and you end up being a criminal? Like, how that even work out? All right, so Simon came here around 1982 on a 6-month visa. He was about 18 years old at the time. He eventually let that visa expire after 6 months, but he married this woman named Karen to try and, get citizenship. But the court said, nah, buddy, citizenship denied. This marriage looks fake. Doesn't look real to us. Him and Karen actually stayed married for about 20 years or so. We don't know if it was like real love or it was some type of agreement they had to help him get a green card. So when he got denied the first time, he went back home to Nigeria. This was taking place around 1985. So about a year after that, he came back again on a 6-month visa. He let that one expire. And then in 1987, he went to jail by pleading guilty to felony bank and credit card fraud. He actually served a little time for this. In 1988, he used a fake ID and he applied for another green card. Keep in mind, this is green card number 3. Then he got arrested again for using the fake ID to try and get a credit card and buy a car. So he was deported back again in 1992. But catch this, as they're deporting him back to Nigeria, he found out that the other application that he did with the fake ID eventually did get approved. So he came right back 30 days later, but he was coming back under the fake ID. Now, old Simon did eventually graduate with his bachelor's degree around 1993. So what we don't know is from 1993 to 2016, was he actually doing legitimate business? Was he trying to be on the straight and narrow? Because we haven't heard about him getting in any more like legal trouble. What we do know is around 2007, he randomly started a petroleum company. And then in 2016, he applied for citizenship again, but this time he tried to use his real name. But they denied it because they was like, bro, we saw you already applied for another green card. Well, we saw that you actually applied for 3 green cards, and one of the times you used a fake ID. So no, you can't be a U.S. citizen, my boy. You used a fake ID last time. You can't now apply with your real ID and think we finna let you come through. Now, keep in mind, Simon do got some young kids. They're about 10-ish years old, so we don't know if maybe he got some woman pregnant and he was going to try to use those kids as a way to gain citizenship here in America, because sometimes if you're married or you have kids, they may take that into consideration. You know, he probably presented them with the scenario like, yo, I have my degree, I have a business, I have 2 kids. I really need to stay here. And they was like, no. Fast forward to 2021. He's now on Real Housewives of Atlanta with Fallon. And Porsha just toots and rolls herself on in them folks' house. Him and Fallon announced their separation around April of 2021. By then, him and Porsha also started dating around the same time. So, him and Fallon divorced in April 2021. Him and Porsha get together in April 2021, and then he proposes to Porsha in May of 2021. Even though, catch this, he was still legally married to Fallon. Now, him and Porsha eventually got married in November of 2022, and the folks denied his citizenship again. So he went back, processed an appeal, and then January of this year, the case was completely dismissed. They was like, yo, don't apply no more. We not letting you stay. You're not going to be an American citizen when you've scammed so many times to get in here. The case is over. Let it go. And then a few days ago, Porsha was like, I'm filing for divorce and I'm out of here. She pretty much was like, I ain't finna play these games with you. So my question to y'all is, do y'all think Simon should be given a fair chance and he should stay in the U.S.? Or do you think it's only right that he get deported? Because I'm going to keep it real. I be watching 90 Day Fiancé, and my boy Michael ain't been able to get over here. I think he Nigerian, too. But yeah, you can't be doing all that scamming and using different names to try to get into the country, Simon. Like, come on, boy. So what y'all think? Y'all think Porsha's just using this for a storyline? Do you think this divorce is real? Leave your comments below. Thanks for hanging out with me. Peace.